Hey Taurus, this is Michaela from Shine Your Light Brightly 1111, and we want to do your mid-month read for mid-January, and the outcome will be until mid-February. I will do my usual spread with the Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman here. We will go to certain questions, always for you as well as your person. I will tell you what every position means when I'm laying out the cards. We won't look at the cards at first and go through them position by position. I hope you're all doing well, my dear Taurus. Thank you so much for watching, spending your time with me. So for Taurus, please, mid-month January 2020 till mid-month February. So once one card wants to fly out, it's the moon. We don't take it yet. So the moon is about, I hear illusion. So the moon in general is about that things are still hidden, not revealed yet, secret. We could have the intent, I don't have the right word. We could think that we are caught up in an illusion, let's say it that way. But let's see what the reading brings. That was just a flying card here. Could also talk about the dream state, that we have very intense dreams, or it could represent the full moon energies we just went through. Now the Six of Swords flies out here. What is leaving stormy waters behind, moving on to calmer waters. So calming the mind. Nope, we don't look at these ones, and I just want to hear my stop here. But obviously, they have to tell you a lot here, Taurus. Let's see. Thank you, I got my stop. Happened in no other read yet, and I already did 6 readings for this mid-month read, so let's see. First position is what's going on individually in your life, independent of each other. You are on this side, your person is on this side, even though mostly here already energies are coming up that are in relation to the other person, but we'll see. Next position is how are you affecting each other's life at the moment? How do you feel for each other? How do you see the connection? What's your obstacle that you individually have to overcome for possible union? Advice from Spirit. The desired outcome for you as well as your person. And the possible outcome till mid-February 2020. We get 3 cards for this last position. And we look at the bottom for the overall energy. We have the Hierophant. What's your card, Taurus? Representing the sign of Taurus with the third eye chakra. So the Hierophant is the card of our deep belief system. It's also the card of integrity, tradition, and commitment. So what I feel with this card, especially also in combination with the third eye chakra, is that both of you, because it's the overall energy of the connection, so affecting both of you feel this deep connection, Taurus. Both of you feel connected on a spiritual level. It's also a card of deep trust. So it could be meant as an advice that you can trust your intuition here. Of course, it's a general read, so we have many different scenarios. For some of you, it may be that one of you is already in a serious commitment here, but it's not the main message I get. It's about that both of you are feeling that deep connection and that you are called to trust it, to trust this deep inner knowing. But let's see what comes up in the read. Sometimes I'm guided back to this card. So what's going on in your life independent of your person, Taurus? And look what it flew out, the first card that flew out, and here we have the moon. with the throat chakra. So the throat chakra is about communication, right? Speaking our truths, expressing ourselves. And because of there is no communication, it's all hidden. Nothing is revealed. Everything is a secret. So the path is unknown. And this uncertainty of what's truly going on brings up fears, anxieties, doubt. So I get this in relation to your person. What I also get is actually that this full moon still has an effect on you. I get a message that for many of you a huge transformation was going on through that time, a deep clearing that affected you in a way that you still feel kind of I hear irritated, confused. So maybe things came up again here to be cleared out where you thought it's already done, or it was a deep issue that you weren't aware about, and even if you may have cleared it out now with the full moon, the thoughts about it are still affecting you. So the full moon energy has on many of you still a huge effect here. For others it may be, if I don't see it in relation to your person and also not in combination with the full moon that we just had, it could be that you get in general in your life, your career or family, friends have some uncertainties going on that bring up anxieties here. Let's see what's going on with your person. So we have the Three of Cups here with the solar plexus chakra. So if it's not related to you, first of all, this card talks about community, celebration, having a good time, enjoying life. In regards to you, it is about to reunite, to reconcile, or to unite. And with the solar plexus chakra here, what is about our confidence, courage, self-esteem, and the blockage of the solar plexus chakra are fears, right? So it could be building up the courage here to make the step towards union, towards reconciling. Fear still holding back. I don't get third party here. So how are they affecting your life at the moment? Oh, that's beautiful. So we have the Chariot. The card of Cancer, by the way, the moon is Pisces and Cancer. So the Chariot with the root chakra. The Chariot is triumph, success. It is very fast energy, positive movement forward. It is also travel. So for the ones where we are talking about a long distance connection here, it could be the desire here to travel, to see each other. But for sure it is an energy. You may feel that they are thinking about union or reconciling, whatever it is in your case. You may feel this energy, and what I get here because of the root chakra, what is about our stability, being grounded, right? That this shakes up your foundation a bit here. It's for sure the deep desire for positive movement forward, what you have, and the trust that it's happening. But for many of you, I feel you feel the shift inside of them. How are you affecting their life? So the Two of Wands, being at a crossroads. Usually the Two of Wands talks about that we have to make a decision which path to choose. But it is also an energy, and that is the energy I feel here, the energy of change. So a new path opened up. And now we have still to make the decision if we want to walk this path, if we let the fear win, or if we just do it. They want to change. They want to have change here. With the sacral chakra, what is our power center? Our emotions are there. And it is also about sexual energy, the passion. I really feel that passion here. So they are having the deep desire for change in this connection. They may not know how to achieve this change, but the desire is there, and I feel it here already. And I don't feel so much of a fear. I'm not enough to hold back. It's more about building up the courage and trying to figure out how. How do you feel about them, for them? Oh, they are your King of Cups, or they make you feel like the King of Cups. With the crown chakra here. So feeling that deep connection with the crown chakra here. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So a lot of water here. Cancer, Pisces, Cancer, and now again Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. A lot of water here in your read. So the King of Cups is the master of his emotions. He's very romantic and open-hearted, very loving, very giving, ready to offer his cup. So they are the king of your heart. Or your person makes you feel that wave, bringing up this romantic side inside of you. How do they feel for you? Oh, we have the Three of Swords here, heartbroken. And actually what I feel is that deep sadness and yearning and missing you. Another scenario I get here is if they have hurt you in the past. We have again that solar plexus chakra here, right? The fears. The fear that you can't forgive them. But they feel heartbroken at the moment. The separation is driving them crazy. For some of you, it may be that they've contacted you and you've rejected them. But that's just for some of you. It's more the fear to be rejected because of what happened in the past, or even if nothing happened between the two of you in the past, what was hurting you or them, it is just that fear to be rejected and ending up heartbroken. They feel really, really, that is intense here, they feel so deeply connected to you that I hear they rather just stood in that dream state. So really rather sitting there and daydreaming about you and having you in their heart in this as this inner sanctuary, but really, really afraid of reality here. Very intense. But they desire change. And I really feel that energy that they almost can't hold back. So they now either, no, not either. So many information at the same time. Although they were in the state of rather being in that daydreaming state instead of acting and being disappointed and heartbroken in the end. Now the fear to miss out on an opportunity is bigger. So I really feel here more that building up the courage to make it, even though there are fears to be rejected. But they are afraid of rejection because it would also destroy that inner sanctuary, that dream. For them it is to know you are out there and having that, let's say, fantasy that you are out there thinking about them, having that deep soul connection with them. That is a beautiful dream, a beautiful knowledge to have. But what if I go towards them and they are rejecting me? It's not just breaking my heart, it's breaking up a belief system with the Hierophant here. It's breaking down my inner sanctuary, my peaceful state of mind when I'm alone, just lying there and dreaming about them. Very interesting energy. So, how is Taurus seeing the connection? Yeah, so feeling that deep connection, Six of Cups. And again, the third eye chakra. So Six of Cups is that soulmate energy, right? We know each other from the past, and from the past in this life, but also from a past life. So we feel that deep, deep connection here. We have that deep inner knowing that the two of us belong together. And so you just know. And the Six of Cups is also a card of reconciliation. Someone from the past is returning. So you have that deep belief also that at some point in time it will happen because you just belong together. How do they see the connection? Justice and the throat chakra. They want to speak their truth. They want to bring clarity. They may be a bit afraid of your reaction, but they want to make it right. Whatever happened between the two of you in the past, whatever mistakes they've made, they are very aware of, and they want to make it right this time. But again, they may still not know how to make it work, how to change things, but they want to speak up, bringing justice, making the wrongs right. So Taurus, what's your obstacle that you individually have to overcome here for possible union? We have the King of Swords with the crown chakra. Crown chakra. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. By the way, Libra with the Justice card. The King of Swords as an obstacle here. So for some of you it may be that there is someone else in your life. So maybe you are the one who is already committed here. That could be one scenario. Another scenario I pick up on, if you are this King of Cups. Again, the King of Cups is that open-hearted, emotionally mature king, right? Very loving, very giving. The King of Swords is emotionally detached, trying to look at everything from a logical point of view. In this case, it is your obstacle to open up your heart here, to come out of that mental state, of that emotional detachment, and open up your heart. I'm just listening if I get a third scenario here. So yeah, the third scenario here, we have the King of Cups, right? How you feel about them. For the ones of you where they are your King of Hearts, right? Your King of Cups. Your challenge, so your obstacle may be that you feel that they are emotionally detached. They may seem cold towards you, closed off, what is challenging for you. But you are again here called to trust with the crown chakra, to trust your own deep inner knowing, your intuition, your own feelings. If you feel them this way, as the King of Swords, as emotionally detached, that maybe bring up these fears here. So what your intuition is telling you, what you're feeling, and what you maybe feel energetically with the Chariot, that there will be positive movement forward. Maybe not an alignment with what your mind is telling you. Because if you feel them emotionally detached and cold and it brings up the fears that you may be wrong. I've heard illusion when this card flew out at the beginning. So sometimes you may doubt it. But again, also with the Hierophant, we have that message that we have to trust our intuition and deep inner knowing, that we can trust it. What is their obstacle? So yeah, to follow their passion. I mean, we have the Knight of Wands here. I have two messages with this. First of all, to finally follow their passion that I felt here already, with the desire to change, and to speak their truth, what they want to do, with the Justice card there. To finally make the move. Another thing is, if your person is afraid of commitment here, to come out of this player energy, what the Knight of Wands is, right? Hot and cold, in and out, that has to stop. Your advice, Taurus. The 10 of Coins with the solar plexus chakra. So I could say this is also a fear of commitment. But what I get actually is, if your person is afraid of commitment, don't let this fear, don't get caught up in this fear too. So in the case that they are afraid of commitment, that you think, oh, they don't want to commit to me anyways, they are afraid of it, so don't make it your story. They will work it out. It's not your issue. Don't make their issue your issue. That is the message here. Another advice with this card is believe that it's possible. Get rid of the fears that it's not possible for the two of you to come together. You have to believe, Hierophant. No other message. I was just listening. When I pause, I'm just listening. So, sorry, I'm laughing. They have the 4 Wands as their advice. What is also commitment, that beautiful relationship, joy, stability, great foundation. So they have the same advice as you have. Only we have the heart chakra here. So open up their heart and just follow their desires. Spirit is telling them, just do it. It's great here. Your desired outcome. So we have the Wheel of Fortune with the heart chakra. So your desired outcome is that everything will work out. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune talks about divine timing, right? And we have here that message with the 6 of Cups for how you see the connection, that you just feel that deep connection and just know deeply that the two of you belong together and that there will be a way to reconcile or reunite at some point. And that is exactly what this card tells us here. As your desired outcome, you just know that it is happening at some point. And this card represents the point in time where it is happening. That your heart's desires are fulfilled here. Their desired outcome. Throat chakra with the Five of Pentacles. So first of all, in general, the Five of Pentacles is a card of feeling alone, the card of feeling left out in the cold, with the throat chakra here. So they know they've left you out in the cold because they weren't talking to you, not expressing themselves towards you, not telling you what they feel, what they think. They want this to end. So I have to read this card for the position it fell for. So their desired outcome is to end this cycle, to finally speak up and end loneliness. And make things right this time by not leaving you out in the cold anymore. So possible outcome till mid-February. So not in general, just till mid-month February. Five of Swords with the throat chakra. I don't like this card. Oh God. 10 of Swords, solar plexus, and the 8 of Coins with the root chakra. So, 5 of Swords. That is the battle mode, the warrior mode. That is pure ego. That is trying to force things. That is manipulation. So, I feel your desire for communication out of fear that you could be caught up in an illusion. So for the ones of you who may try to force things here by maybe contacting them and trying to force them to give you the answers you want to hear, please don't. This battle is someone no one wins. And this card has nothing to do with love. It is pure ego. I want this now. No nice energy. And it is about communication with the throat chakra here. So trying to force communication won't work. It won't work. And if I see these three cards as a story, it won't work, because that is how you will feel afterwards if you try to force things. When they are not ready, let them find, they are desiring change. Let it unfold naturally. With the Wheel of Fortune here, you are in this energy of trusting that it will happen. If it's meant to be, it will happen. But they have to come to their own conclusion. They have to overcome their fear on their own. When they are not ready and you try to force communication, you will get an answer you don't like. Because they are just not ready and feel pressured then. But this card also tells us that 10 is always indicating the completion of a cycle, the end of the cycle. So 10 of Swords is really, for me as a reader, the most painful card in the tarot. It is lying devastated on the floor, backstabbed, not able to make any move. So it is the fear here to end up hurt again, what I already felt here for them, right? It is for you the fear that you are caught up in an illusion and could end up again in pain here, disappointed. But what this card is telling you is that this old cycle has to end. Whatever it was that happened in the past, either between the two of you or with someone else, what brings up these fears of being hurt again. This old cycle has to be cleared out here. The past is in the past. It may, or it will, dedicated effort is here necessary. Let's say that was, sometimes I can't find the words, I'm sorry. I want to say something, but I can't find the right words. So dedicated effort is necessary here to end this old painful cycle, to get rid of these past energies that are still bringing up this fear. But the main message of these outcome cards are not trying to force things. It could even be them. If they have the feeling time is running out, maybe they have the fear that they've lost you for good, or will lose you for good if they don't act right now. And they may force themselves to come towards you before they are ready. That's also the Five of Swords. But again, no one will win this battle. And the Wheel of Fortune is really necessary here. Let it unfold naturally, not trying to force anything. Trust into divine timing and divine guidance, divine intervention. So until here, it was a beautiful read. It are all minor arcana, so easily any energy can change all the time anyways, but especially when it are minor arcana, it is easily to change. So see it as an advice to not force things. What I actually feel with this Five of Swords when it comes to manipulation, that is so a bad word, right? But sometimes we don't know that we are manipulating people. By example, we just had holiday time, right? A few weeks ago. So, I just write them a lovely message, wish them a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That is also manipulation. If you don't do it to just wish them Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, but to force them to answer you and then being disappointed because they didn't, that is also kind of a manipulation. So I don't feel that manipulation in that very negative way, but it is trying to force communication of some kind here. But again, see it as a little warning to not do it. For some of you are also here trying to force them to communicate with you and give you something on a telepathic way. That is also trying to manipulate it. It's pressure. And if they are afraid of commitment and you maybe want to have that serious commitment, I mean, they may know that they don't need to come back as the Knight of Wands. But any pressure towards commitment, that could also be a message here with that Ten of Coins. Any pressure towards commitment could push them away when they aren't ready. So these are the Power of Surrender cards. Let's get one card for you, one for them from this deck. What is it what Taurus has to surrender or to surrender to? Please. So we have surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. So whatever the creativity you are into, if it's writing, painting, music, put all your emotions, all your thoughts, also all your fears, your uncertainty into a creative project that will help you to let it go. It will help you to release here. And when it comes to daydreaming, by example, especially for the ones where this is about to believe that it's possible to have this beautiful relationship, this committed relationship with your person, put your creativity into visualization. I also here remember the love, so don't make it so much about that fighting and I want to have that serious commitment. Make it about love again. Remember that feeling of the Six of Cups, feeling that connection in a loving way, not just as a curse that I can't stop to think about them. What is it what your person has to surrender or to surrender to? Surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. Yeah, instead of driving themselves crazy, what happens when you reject them, or when it comes to fear to commit, won't resolve the problem, or won't solve the problem here. At the bottom is surrender to success. So they have to believe that they can be successful here with you. If they only are painting that picture of the worst case scenario, that they will be heartbroken in the end because you will reject them. Also not helpful. So let's get some words from them to you. What would they tell you, Taurus, if they would have the courage to speak up openly to you right now? What are some words Taurus soulmate would tell Taurus right now if they would have the courage to speak up honestly and openly? To want to come out here. You make me feel so peaceful when I think about you, but I'm afraid of reality. Wasn't that exactly a message I got? Being afraid of reality with that dream state, what I was telling about. Here it is again. I also have, you want an explanation. I don't have any. Sometimes we act in a certain way and aren't getting why either. So whatever happened between the two of you in the past, they don't get it either, why they act that way. It felt right at that moment to do so, to run away from you. I would do anything for love. I'd run right into hell and back. So this relates to the Meatloaf song. That should have any meaning for you. Or maybe there is something else in the lyrics. Don't want to lose you. Again, for some of them, I feel that Five of Swords, that they are forcing themselves before they are ready. Out of that fear to lose you forever. One last message for Taurus from their soulmate. Some words. You look right into my soul. I see you too. So both of you feel that deep connection. And because of, by the way, we have as your advice for both of you that commitment, and we have the Hierophant as the overall energy. So commitment may be a huge factor here, in form of that I really feel the fear of commitment more on their side. But however, that this fear of commitment and one person wants commitment could be an issue here in your relationship. I mean, they have the Knight of Wands here. What is that non-committal energy? So yeah, but clear out the past. They have to, for sure. With these fears of being rejected and heartbroken. It doesn't even have to be about the past with you. I really feel they got hurt otherwise in other relationships before so often that they are so afraid to open up their heart here. So afraid of rejection. But of course, for some, it's a general read with many different scenarios. For some of you, it is about that they've hurt you in the past, and so they are afraid of rejection. Or maybe for some of you, it's even that you've hurt them, and they don't want to open up here, or can't open up so easily again. But they are desiring that change, wanting to bring justice, want to make it right. Ay, ay, ay. Well, Taurus, I hope this reading helped you in some way here. I wish you all the very best for your connection and, of course, for yourself. I wish you a wonderful rest of January. We see us for the deep love read at the beginning of February, I hope. And yeah, till then, take care, be blessed. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.